Hey everyone, I'm going to jump right into this one. This is a video we shot in southern New Hampshire, going up a pretty rocky, rutted, steep road. Of course on video, it never looks as bad as it is in real life, but this one was a challenge. This road was one where you just can't really stop, you lose your momentum. It doesn't look so bad on video, but it took some challenge to get through some of the uneven surfaces and rocks and a little bit of mud. We had some heavy rain the night before. Now here I'm in the lead and my two buddies Jim and Mike are following me, but right here I'm kind of realizing they're not showing up yet, and I know them really well and I know they should be back there. So it didn't take me long to figure I need to go back and see what's happening. So giving myself a little bit of a workout here to find these guys. And yeah, as soon as I turned around I could see one of the bikes was on its side. But by the time I got there they had already gotten it pretty much all set right.
You okay, Jim?
Yeah, fine. I just fucking tried to pass Mike and both decided to do it in the same place at once.
Okay. It's a lot rougher than it was last year.
Yeah, it is.
So now we're just really trying to get the bike back in the right direction, get Jim on top of it, make sure nothing's wrong with it. It was just kind of a minor spill, minor get off, really not even a big deal. But you know, these things take some time to get the bike back ready to go. The surface was really uneven. I think the other thing working against Jim was just that it was steep and not a good surface for getting back on a bike. Again, it's not one of those places where you want to stop because it's really challenging to get going again. So it took us a few minutes to get the bikes going the right direction again and get set.
There you go. It's a lot rougher than it was last year, a lot of ruts.
Well, I was going, I lost a little traction, and he was right next to me, tried to pass me, just ran right into me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I got to stay in the back, because I'm the one...
You didn't go down, though, right?
Huh?
Did you go down?
No, I didn't go down.
Okay.
So then I got to go run back up the hill to my bike and go back up the rest of the road, and it was still pretty rough. It leads to the top of this hill. There's a big bed and breakfast type place at the top, really nice views. But we had gotten storms a day or two before that really had done a number on these roads. But you know, it was fun to ride, and we still had a good time.
I just hit him, not the bike.
You actually hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What happened was I was going too fast. I was too close to you. And I had to fucking gas it. And I tried to pass him on the left, and he decided to come over there at the same time.
Oh, okay, shit.
That was it.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a couple of greasy spots. Even right back there wasn't too close.
Yeah. A lot of ruts, you know, you had to just gas out of.
You
It was
gotta gas them right through.
really challenging riding.
Now here we are in the Mount Pisgah wilderness area in southern New Hampshire. The guy we waved to was the guy who turned out that he was actually shaking us off like we had no business going down this road. But about maybe 9 months before, Jim and I had taken this road, and it was very, very passable and in great shape. So, you know, I had to stop because I was really kind of surprised at what I'd seen. There wasn't all these rocks on the trail.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I'll take a little walk ahead, but it wasn't like this last year.
No. This is all from fucking 2 days ago.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks really bad compared to last year.
I don't remember.
Last year it was pretty dry with just some mud holes that, you know. But I'll take a quick walk.
This is kind of a behind-the-scenes video of what happens on our rides.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Jim was just asking me if we were in the same place we were last year. I was just confirming it. But, you know, sometimes we have a minor get off, and sometimes we run into trails like this that are just not passable with the big bikes. And, you know, this is what happens. It just takes a lot longer than you think. But, you know, the exploration of it is certainly worth it. The first road was really fun. This road, though, we weren't getting through. Water had rushed down the hill and just taken everything out.
Yeah. The road got totally washed out. There's a stream where you see that wood, the railroad ties, there's a stream running through there. We couldn't get through, and the road's gated. Last year it wasn't.
That guy back there was shaking his head like this as we drove by.
Yeah. We were just here in September.
Thankfully, we didn't get ourselves into any trouble here, but
This ought to be fun.
now comes the tough part.
Might as well just work together.
Getting these big behemoths turned around. Not easy on a pretty small uneven track. It was really just like kind of an ATV trail at this point. And a couple minutes later, a guy came by in an ATV, just kind of going off doing his thing, you know. And I can only imagine what he thought when he saw these three bikes being turned around. But it's a good day of riding. These guys are so good. I've ridden with them for thousands of miles. They're not ones that really take a lot of crazy risks or are going to get themselves seriously injured out there. You know, when they have a get off, it's pretty slow and, you know, no major problems.
Here he comes.
But, you know, you go through these things and then you get rewarded with a view like this. And this is in southern Vermont. We crossed the Connecticut River and just out riding and found this wonderful place that we, you know, just saw some other roads too. It was a fantastic day of riding. Be many more.